Hey, this is a bonus video for today. I'm sure you've noticed there's been a lot of variety on the channel, and a lot of that has been unintentional, unplanned. I just got a bunch of keys from Keymailer, and I decided to give some exposure to those games, some overviews, the mechanics overviews and stuff like that, like I normally do. For some reason, people like to watch those for whatever reason, so I try to get those out as soon as possible. I think what people don't understand is my views fluctuate a lot, and that's because when I put up daily stuff like me just playing a game with no mic or going through a level or something like that, I don't really expect people to watch. Rather, I don't expect people outside the channel to watch. It's more to just keep the channel alive. It gives me a good structure. With my mental illness and stuff, it's nice to have some structure in my life. So that's why I upload daily. The overviews and stuff like that, I do put more effort into those because those are more likely to actually get views. Like the Red Obsidian Remnant, I didn't really plan on having that, get like 1,000 views or whatever, but it kind of just happened because no one else really wanted to take a risk on the game, I guess, or maybe none of the big channels covered it or something. But what I'm going to be doing over the next few weeks is building up a backlog so that when I go on vacation, I will have, time to keep the channel. It'll still be alive, so to speak, even when I'm not physically at the computer or just not feeling like recording. I have not really worked out my housing situation yet. I don't know if I'll be able to stay at the place that I normally do. I have not gotten confirmation from them yet, and I will not be paying for the ticket, the train ticket, and the admission badge until the 10th. So I don't know what's going on with that, but for now I'm kind of planning on having a nice backlog to keep you guys entertained. There isn't really anything going on next month. The only thing that I was really planning on getting for sure is East Origin on Vita, and even then, I'm going to wait and see. Someone else is going to be the guinea pig on that one. I'm going to see how the performance is, how the the frame rate and everything. If it's a good port, then I will get it, and I'll put out a port review series since I have a capture card and everything. But that's going to be at a time when I will not be at home if I do go to the convention. So I don't know when I will do that. I'll try to get that out as soon as I can. So what I thought about doing was maybe putting the fundraiser next month. And by that I mean trying to get a capture card. I have figured out the capture card that I'd like to get, but the problem is I just don't have the funds for it. Luckily at the local Best Buy actually has it. You can pay for it and then pick it up at the store. I had to figure out how to do that. I'll worry about that when I have the $145 to get it, but I would like to do that next month, and I had some ideas for how I could structure it. The obvious way would be to just play requests for donations, but I have a bunch of stuff that just got backlogged in my Steam library for various reasons. There were obviously the plethora of computer problems, my video card overheating, the CPU overheating, and then the whole computer dying, and a lot of stuff that I was working on that I'd actually bought and played, I actually just never got around to finishing. So I was thinking of maybe finishing some of those on stream, maybe doing some requests and stuff like that. It is up to you guys. If you're interested in helping me out throughout May, I haven't really structured a time when I'd be doing this. Ideally it would be before I go on vacation so that it could be all done, or at least get partially funded. If I can meet you guys halfway, then probably in June I should be able to get that capture card. I don't think there's anything coming out in June that I'm particularly interested in that's been announced anyway. The other thing I wanted to announce was that Critica is apparently going to get an English version, as in a US version with like an actual competent translation, people playing, no markup for the cash shop and crap like that. I already signed up for the beta. I'm going to go ahead and link to it in the description. The rumor is that at some point in May, I think they said mid-May, is when they're going to be opening up the closed beta test. If you guys are interested, you've seen me play that game in the past, you should definitely check that out. I will be checking it out and probably noticing the differences. Maybe I'll make a video about it or something. I never really got to in-depth in the mechanics in Critica because I played it in Korean and Chinese, and obviously the language barrier was an issue. I could not use the cash shop without all the markup. The game was also vastly different. Like, I've been playing on the Southeast Asia version because they're getting Monk in a couple days, and I figured that'd be a nice little filler project for May. Probably level up to like 30 or 40 or something on the Monk, whatever the event is. Go check that out. So yeah, that's basically what's going on. May is going to be a pretty dry month. I will be doing the Dead Cells early access and the Red Obsidian Remnant early access changes and stuff like that. So I really enjoy both of those games. I wrote out like paragraphs of feedback for both of those games. I definitely did what I was supposed to with those games. But Dead Cells is just kind of at a point where it has a lot of artificial and annoying difficulty. I don't know how much longer I'm going to play it. I wrote them a bunch of feedback yesterday, and they said that they read through it all and that they have a lot to think about. So I think the game is going to be a lot more polished by the time it hits early access, which should be in about a week and a half. I'm pretty excited for it. I enjoy playing the game. It's just got too many flaws. There's too many ways you can just die instantly, which is obviously, I told them this in their thread, like that kind of stuff is not going to fly when the game's going to be like an hour long. Nobody's going to want to play it if they could get two-shot by some random combo like 45 minutes into the run. I hope that they'll address it, but I hope you guys like the gameplay. Whenever they do the next patch, if they address some of those issues, I'll be playing it again. For now, you can just check out the backlog. I did get one completed run. So I'm going to go ahead and put my Patreon and PayPal and stuff in the description. If you want to help me structure this marathon, go ahead and let me know in the comments. Right now, the plan was to just maybe do some backlog stuff, maybe some things that haven't been on the channel for a while, and requests, of course. If people have a request or something and it's something that I can fulfill, which means PC and Vita only for the most part right now. I do not have a capture card. I can try to see what I can do with the PS4 with Basara and stuff like that, but we're going to limit it to PC and Vita for the time being, unless someone has an explicit request. So go ahead and let me know in the comments. My links are in the description, and I will catch you guys probably throughout this backlog. I'll probably put out some other random stuff too, but I'm going to try to accumulate as much videos ahead of time as possible so that I can have a good vacation. I have been under a lot of stress. I am on my new medication. It has helped with the pain and the blood pressure spikes and stuff like that, but I'm going to have to increase my dose. I don't know how groggy that's going to make me, so I may be out of commission for a while. We will see what happens. Anyway, catch you guys later. Peace.